What is up, y'all? Today is my August anti-haul. Y'all, I literally was like, let me cut some items off of this list because I had so many. And y'all know that I just like ramble so much that I like try to keep it under a list of 10. Which realistically, I guess if I was like not a rambler, then I would probably have like 20. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like it's way too much and I like to actually talk about the product and the reason why I don't want to purchase this product. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I do have a pretty good list within today's video. I have to say it is kind of diverse. Y'all know, like I feel like there was a hot minute there that I was just like, cream blushes, cream blushes, cream blushes, which by the way, speaking of cream blushes, before jumping into this video, I saw this article that apparently Rhode Beauty was the like number one searched blush of 2024 so far. And I have to say, like, I feel like, yes, the blush did look really pretty, but I'm just like, what was the hype around it though? Like, what made it so special compared to all the other cream blushes out there? I really didn't see too much. I was like, damn, does like Hailey Bieber have that much influence? Because I would have felt like, I don't know, maybe Rare Beauty or like Fenty Beauty would have been the more searched one. And apparently Rare Beauty was number one. I was like, what? Y'all, I want to say too that it like generated like $49 million of sales, which I think is absolutely crazy, especially because that was their first makeup product. The rest of their stuff was skincare. So I'm just kind of like, whoa. Anyways, let me not ramble too much. This is my anti-haul. You already know I do it every single month. It's basically just a list of products that I don't want to purchase and for what reason. It's really not that deep. I'm so glad though, I have to say within the past few months, like, yo, I feel like everyone got the, well, no one really watches my videos anyways, but I have to say for like a long period of time there, I'm like, damn, so many people were so negative. They're like, who cares? Why do you feel the need to talk about what you don't want to buy? Just shut up. I'm like, well, you clicked on the video. Like, it specifically says anti-haul, so why'd you click on the video? So I always felt like the need to give that spiel, but I don't need to give it anymore, and I'm kind of happy for that. So anyways, let me shut up. I'm gonna get a drink of water, then let's get into these products. First up on the list, I am so sorry, Miss Sexy Red. You know I really love you, girl, but I am not going to be purchasing her lip glosses. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a video about her lip glosses, and I was just like, whoa, like these are just a little bit too much. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, I deadass was thinking about purchasing these lip glosses, obviously just to do a review of them. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This is where I kind of fail as like a content creator because I have seen people now doing reviews and even just talking about her stuff on TikTok. And obviously because of the names and how outlandish they are, they're getting millions, and I mean millions of views. There was this one girl actually who, like, I wanted to know how she even got the kit because honestly, to my understanding, like, I didn't even know that it was for sale yet, but apparently this girl already got the kit of all the lip glosses, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I haven't even seen, like, where to purchase them, and she did a review of them, and y'all, it had, like, over 2 million views when I looked at it. I was like, damn, but obviously because of the name of the lip glosses, like, if you guys did not see my video, the names of those lip glosses were nasty, like, super, super nasty. So, honestly, y'all, the only reason why I was even thinking about purchasing them was just obviously for like, I don't want to say clickbait, but like obviously to get clicks. Do you know what I mean? So I guess clickbait. But yeah, I am not going to be purchasing that. Also, I am not going to be purchasing Jeffree Star's new Orgy 2 palette. I'm so sorry, but I really do feel like this is just super repetitive. Like, I did a full My Thoughts and Opinions video about it, so I won't talk too long about this. If you guys have not seen, basically it's the part 2 version of the Orgy palette. I have the original one, which is all matte. This one is 15 shimmers, 15 mattes, so I want to say at least you're getting shimmers in this one. But I don't know, I just feel like it looks way too similar. And on top of that too, I really do feel like, damn, this has been done before so many times. I know that it's easy for brands out there to just come out with eyeshadow palettes because it's probably the most like least costing thing to come out with, you know what I mean, as far as like compared to like concealers and foundations and things like that. I want to say specifically though, like for Jeffree Star, like what happened to his brow products? Like he said forever, I want to say it's been literal years now that he's been testing out brow products. He even said that he was like growing out his eyebrows to come out and test his eyebrow products, and I have not seen anything of that. So this is where I feel like I wouldn't even invest money in eyeshadow so much anymore. Maybe I would only come out with like 1 or 2 eyeshadow palettes a year, because other than that, it's just way too repetitive. And I feel like this color story, yes, it is useful if you guys don't have a neutral, you know, everyday type of color story, but like for somebody like me who has every single color under the sun, it's just really not beneficial for me. So that's why I'm not buying it. Let's go ahead and get into the next product, y'all. Okay, this one kind of pains me to put on the list, but I was like, let me just keep it real with you guys. So far, I have liked Makeup by Mario stuff. Well, okay, let me say that I've semi-liked Makeup by Mario stuff. I have to say the Skin Enhancer is like my #1 favorite thing. I love that product. But as far as the concealer, I thought it was just okay, as well as the foundation, I thought it was just okay. Actually, ironically enough, 2 days ago, ago. I just re-wore his foundation. I hadn't worn it in a couple months, and I have to say, I remember why I haven't worn it. It just has way too much dead ass shimmer in it. Like, it looks like loose shimmer. It's just way too much for me. But I think, like, if you're looking for that super, super, like, dewy look in the nighttime, it would be okay. Y'all, if you were to wear that foundation during the daytime, you're gonna look like Edward Cullen, like, straight up. Like, I'm like, whoa, it's way too much. Anyways, I have to say that I am, intrigued by his products, obviously, because I do, like, look up to him as a makeup artist. I think he is absolutely amazing. But I have to keep it with you guys, and I will not be purchasing the Surreal Soft Setting Spray. This is retailing for $34. I feel like a lot of these brands are getting way out of touch with their pricing on setting sprays. And y'all, I have to keep it with you guys. You guys know I love setting sprays. Like, I don't know why, for some reason, I like to prep my skin with them. I like to set my skin with them. Like, I really need a setting spray, but I really do feel like these brands are just getting out of touch with reality, y'all. Like, $34, like, damn, I just feel like it's way too much. Actually, coming up soon, I'm going to be doing a haul from, I was going to say Ansa haul, oh my gosh. I'm going to do a haul from Ulta. I feel like that's like a tongue twister for some reason. And I purchased the big size version of the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and y'all, it was $51. I was like, ready to like yell, but then I'm like, I love that setting spray so damn much, and I'm just like, well, at least it's 6.7 ounces. I don't know the ounces on this because this is just from Trend Mood, but y'all, $34, it's just way too much for me. But this is what it says. It says ultra fine mist evenly coats makeup without disrupting it with an all-day hydration. The formula layers beautifully while softly setting makeup to create a naturally lived-in finish, alcohol and fragrance free. I'm curious to know about it being fragrance free, because y'all, I really do feel like half of the reason people love setting sprays is because of the smell. Like, I feel like that wraps you in, and then you're just like, oh, I want to spray more and more of it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm curious about that, but I'm just not gonna spend $34 anymore. It's just too much, honestly. Next up on the list, we have, y'all, I am sorry if you guys hear the dog in the background, like, oh my gosh, that fool is not shutting up right now. We have this new Barney's New York Times Hourglass. You guys know I've talked about these palettes before. It's so crazy because years ago, I'm talking about like 10 years ago, I tried one of these out and I was like, it's not doing anything for me. Like, absolutely nothing at all. But now that I've gotten older, I've understood, like, oh, okay, I actually do like the formulation of these. They're very, very soft. They're very skin-like. They're not overly shimmery. They do add a nice satin finish to the skin. But y'all, this is where you lose me right here, $90. And I've seen on Reddit before, people break down the pricing of like, oh my gosh, look, you have a bronzer right here. You have blush right here. You have highlighters right here. Like, all these things. And I'm like, y'all, I got to keep it real. Like, for me personally, the only thing that I would use is the bronzer. So the rest of it to me is just, not necessary. So that's why I'm just like, no. And $90 is really expensive. I understand people breaking down the price, but it's just not for me. Next up on the list, this product is actually only available in Asia, but just in case, if it ever does come to America, these are the new Super Stay, I don't know, teddy bears or something? Teddy, what is it called? Teddy, I don't know. It says Teddy Tint, I think. Y'all, I have to say, these are lipsticks right here that I just feel like look extremely dry, and it's so crazy because if you guys see this picture right here, they say that you can use it on the cheek, which I'm so sorry, I think is absolutely insane because these look way, way, way too matte, and I just feel like it is too much. So y'all, I have to say, I do love a drugstore, lip product or drugstore product in general, but I'm just like, absolutely not. This is not gonna work for me. Next up, y'all, I am so sorry that I'm super repetitive with these, but I feel like they always come out with like new scents, but these are the Laneige lip mask, and I'm just like, no. Actually, they even have a set within one of them. It has a sleeping mask, a glowy balm, and I don't know, y'all. I'm so sorry, but for some reason, I feel like these are specifically sold towards people who just like a little bit of hydration and they like a smell, they like a taste. Do you know what I mean? Because I gotta keep it real. Like, obviously, when you come out with something that looks this delicious, you're going to want to purchase it, but I feel like it's your hunger that makes you want to buy it, and I'm just not a fan of these. Y'all know that I feel like good old Vaseline is just the way to go. I feel like that gets the best hydration, but once again, I am super cheap. I feel like Vaseline would do really, really great if they came out with a collection that had a scent. Like, you guys know I love the Rosy Lip Balm from Vaseline. I feel like that's the best one because it adds a tiny little tint of pink, but I feel like they would do even better if they just had a little scent. Like, I feel like it would be good for marketing, Anyways, next up on the list, I do apologize if I've talked about this before. I kind of feel like I have talked about it before now that I'm looking at it. So I apologize if this is repetitive. I may have talked about it before it actually came out, but this is the new I Need a Warm palette from Natasha Denona. Now, I specifically want to say this. I think $69. Y'all, you guys remember, like, I feel like years ago, Natasha Denona was like way more expensive. I feel like she's lowered down her prices, maybe because it wasn't selling too well. I have to say this. I have tried her formula before. I think her formula is good. I actually only had the, like, what is it? Like the little mini quad. Is it a quad? I forget how many shadows come in it, but I actually got it from BoxyCharm. It's like I think 4 or 5 pans. Nonetheless, I've tried her formula. I do think that it is good. But here's my thing right here is that I just feel like these, and I get it. It's obviously titled I Need a Warm Palette. I get it. But for me, I'm just like, y'all, I have so many shades like this. If you do not have a warm tone palette, actually, you know what? Let me not even specifically say just warm, because I do see 1 or 2 little cool shades right here. Specifically the top left one, maybe the right one. It's the lighting that makes it look a little bit more cool. But it does have 1 cool shade at least. I have to say, like, this is a beautiful color story if you don't have this type of color story. But for me, I just have so many of them. It's kind of like the same thing with the Jeffree Star Orgy 2 palette. Like, I'm just like, this is just, you know, super repetitive to me. And I just feel like brands are just, you know. Anyways, next up, y'all, we have Dolly Parton, who's coming out with Dolly Beauty. And you know what's so crazy is I'm like, girl, you just are coming out with like all these bake stuff. You have a theme park. Like, you have a theme park, girl. And on top of that, too, I just really feel like, I don't know, she's past the mark here. I feel like, obviously, Dolly Parton has been known for her glam for so many years. Obviously, she's over the top. She's very extra with her hair and makeup. And it's been that way for so many years. But here's my thing. She has been in the, like, you know, entertainment industry for so damn long that she should have thought of this a long time ago. And I feel like she's missing the mark here, and it's just a little bit too late. Everyone online, because y'all, I follow all the snack pages, raves about her, like, you know, baked goods. Like, she has her own, like, I want to say it's in affiliation with like Duncan Hines or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it's in affiliation with some other brand. And people love her stuff. Like, y'all, she's like coming out with more and more baked stuff, and I'm just kind of like, girl, just stick to the bake stuff, like, not the beauty stuff now. It's just a little bit too late. And like I said, you have a theme park. Like, y'all, she just has too much going on, and I don't know. The shades do look nice. The packaging to me just looks a little bit too much for me. I don't like all that gaudiness, but would you guys be interested in purchasing that? Like, I really do like Dolly Parton, like, but I just feel like, I don't know, girl. Like, stick to your baking and stick to your theme park, and that's enough. All right, y'all, we have, oh, last up on the list. We are on the last one. Wow, I feel like I breezed through this kind of fast without talking too much. The last on the list right here, we have new blushes from Chanel. Y'all already know, first of all, how I feel about Chanel. These are the Cream Light Mist blushes. These do not have a price. It says coming soon on their website. Also, I'm a little bit, like, skeptical. Like, this is weird to me that it's labeled as cream, and then you're getting this weird type of brush with it. You guys know that I always bitch and complain about the brushes that come in Chanel's products. I just don't understand it for the life of me. I feel like it just looks so cheap. I'm just like, why don't you just lower the price of, you know, the blushes and then get that little brush out of there? I just feel like it's, I don't know. I don't like it. Like, who really uses those brushes? And on top of that, too, especially a brush that size, like, y'all, I'm sorry, but that looks like it's, like, made for a kid. It makes the product to me look very, very cheap. Also, I want to say, too, this shade specifically, Beige, y'all, I can't even pronounce that damn last name. Beige Eclatant. Never even heard of that word before. Eclatant. Y'all, it's probably one of those words. I feel so stupid sometimes when I'm reading something and I'm just like, oh, it's one of those like words that like everyone knows, but then you just never seen it spelled. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, that shade right there looks really weird to me, and I'm like, what would that be used for? It looks kind of yellow. Maybe it's the lighting, I don't know, but it looks really yellow to me. Anyways, y'all, that is it for my August anti-haul. Right after this, I am going to be filming my new makeup drops, or they bops or flops, and y'all, I got some good ones on that list, like some really good ones. So make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for that one coming up soon. Make sure you guys let me know what products you don't want to purchase this month, because y'all, I just feel like there's more and more and more products coming out every damn day, and it's so crazy that I keep on saying that. I feel like I say that in every single anti-haul, like there's just more and more makeup, but I feel like, damn, the makeup train is not stopping. People are still getting in on it, and I just feel like it's just way too much. And low-key, maybe people should really start, like, I don't know, maybe people should start, like, being like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? Because, damn, it's too much. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.